I just have a question. I'm not sure who can answer this question. In terms of what has already been retrieved in terms of whether it's debris or in terms of how much oil has been removed. Well, you've mentioned oil removed. So if you could just talk about the debris that has been removed so far. If there's anybody that can answer that.
Gentleman from Spilltech.
Gareth, yes, in terms of the debris in what has already been picked up from this wreckage, can you give us an idea, an indication as to how much work you've managed to do so far?
Okay, so some of the material recovered from the shoreline does include empty cargo bags, debris from the vessel itself, the oil residues which we've spoken about, contaminated sand as well. All that material is packaged and then collected and placed in our on-site skips, and we've developed a specific waste management procedure to handle that thing and making sure it's aligned according to the relevant requirements. All that material is then safely disposed at a hazardous waste management facility, and the tally to date is roughly around 200 tons of waste being disposed. So that includes your oily debris, contaminated soil residues, and packaging that's been picked up.
The situation at the moment, can you speak to that in terms of the areas of concern right now?
I can speak to it in terms of the shoreline cleanup response. So our primary target is on the direct shoreline. So we've got 2 designated shoreline beaches that we are currently operating on, and we've monitored the trajectory of the oil, and it's focused our cleanup concentrated in those areas. In addition to that, we're continually undertaking shoreline surveys and offshore surveys, and that's our means of monitoring the situation outside of our immediate scope of cleanup operations. So we have a full understanding of what's happening on the shoreline at the moment and aligning that with our cleanup response.
Any dead birds, any soiled animals, sea life that you've picked up so far?
None recovered to date yet within the confines of our operational environment. Look, it does vary and it's quite patchy. So we estimated roughly about a kilometer to 1.5 kilometers in extent in kilometers. It's very difficult to quantify in a square meterage because it means it's quite patchy and sporadic.
And when you say it's going to be dispersed, what does that mean? What does that
Disposed.
mean? What does that mean?
Disposed at a registered landfill facility. Basically, so the registered landfill facility will have their processes in terms of managing that waste stream. We just need to make sure that it's done in an accredited manner.